So these are just some benefits that the quarantine period has brought in my life. Welcome back to The Empowered Life. My name is Yvonne and this channel is all about bringing you content that's empowering, encouraging and inspiring. If it's your first time to this channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new uploads. And if you like the content that I share, please hit the thumbs up button. So today is Saturday and I decided I wanted to jump on here and do a video about positive things that have come out of this coronavirus pandemic. Now, being in quarantine at times has been quite hard mentally, and how I was dealing with that is just by every day going for a bike ride or doing exercise. And you know, I've got quite used to doing bike rides, so what I started to do was do like weight training, strength training, and my goodness, it is so hard. My body absolutely hates it. But nevertheless, doing exercise has been so important to my mental health during this quarantine lockdown. And it seems like we are turning a corner in life, going back to normal, or the new normal, I should say, because shops and homeware stores and different places are starting to open back up. But other than at times being quite mentally difficult, the quarantine period for me has been a really positive and productive time. So I just want to share with you some things that I have done during this period. There have been many personal benefits for myself besides a chance to learn new skills. One of the personal benefits for me is that I have been able to grow my eyebrows in. And I know that seems like a really bizarre thing to talk about, but for ages I have been trying to grow my eyebrows back in, but because I was out and about, you know, going work, going to meetings, doing all these different things, I couldn't walk around with bushy eyebrows. And plus, when you put on makeup, when your eyebrows ain't done, it just doesn't finish the look. So during this whole quarantine period, obviously because the eyebrow shop is closed, I have taken it as a chance to grow in my eyebrows, and I'm really pleased with the results. I know that when I go back and get my eyebrows done and they thread them, they're going to look really nice because they're more fuller. A random thing to share with you, but I just wanted to share with you anyway. Now, another personal thing for me is that I do wear a lot of wigs. Not because I don't have any hair, it's just because I like wigs. I like how it brings together my whole outfit and look, because I really am into fashion. I'm into, you know, making sure I carry myself well and look really good. And I'm not saying that if you have natural hair you can't carry yourself well or look good, but I just like to wear wigs. So over the time that I've been in quarantine, I've not really worn any wigs actually, apart from when I'm filming videos and stuff. I have been taking more maintenance of my natural hair. Not that I wasn't, but just in wearing wigs a lot, it does tend to rob your hair of sunlight and giving it that chance to just breathe. So even when I go on my bike ride, I've been seeing how my hair has been strengthened by me not wearing wigs. So that's something that has been quite freeing actually. I've been doing a lot of things that have been quite freeing for me in terms of just letting go of that whole thing to do with personal appearance. You know, just every day, just not really wearing makeup. And not that I was really a big makeup wearer anyway. That is something I'm going to be taking going forward, not to be so consumed by sometimes things to do with the outer appearance. So some other positives that have come out of this quarantine lockdown is that I am just about to launch my first online course. I have spent over probably 100 hours creating my online course and I'm really pleased with it. I've learned a lot of new things in doing it. I've built my own websites, I've learned about coding, I've learned about scripting, and you know, a lot of this stuff I have invested in by buying courses of people who are actually good in this arena of building online courses. I've watched YouTube videos on how to do certain little things to do with online courses, and I'm so pleased because this really has been my baby over the last 6 months. Before the lockdown period, I was struggling to focus on just finishing those things and getting it to where it needed to be, and that has been beneficial for me to have this time because I've been able to focus on it. I've been working at it consistently every day, and I'm nearly ready to give birth to the baby. I'm so excited about this course. I believe that many people are going to benefit from it, you know, and I know that God is going to show me favor with this course and bless me and bless others through my knowledge knowledge and experience. So I will tell you more about that when it happens. So besides coding and building online courses, I've been reading lots of books. I have 2 or 3 books on the go, and I'm going to be doing some book reviews in the next couple of videos on books that I've read during this quarantine period. Reading books has been a lifesaver to me anyway, even without this quarantine period. I love reading books, but reading books during this time has been really, really good in keeping my mental health on balance as well, because again, it's given me something to focus on. It's helping me to learn, to develop. I've learned so many new things from reading the books that I have, which have included Dave Ramsey's Money Makeover. Sophie Amoruso's book Girl Boss has been a really good book to read. I've been reading other books by people like Joyce Meyer on things about living outside your feelings. So I've been learning some technical things that was going to further help me to do things with my business as well. So that is things like Microsoft Teams, learning how to do meetings and presentations on Microsoft Teams. I did my first Zoom interview the other day, and that in itself for me was a really big thing. Obviously, as I go along, I am going to get better at asking the questions and interviewing people. But a lot of people don't know I actually have 5 years experience in interviewing people. When I used to do a job as an interview officer for the Home Office back in 2007 to 2013. So I spent all my day in my job interviewing people and asking questions. But I think for me in interviewing, it's about confidence and feeling confident in what you're asking. And I'm getting there slowly. I had my first interview with a lovely lady called Alethea Lee, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really good experience, and I'm looking forward to doing more interviews on whatever platform that I'm going to do it. But it's good when you push past your fears. Sometimes when you think you can't do something or that you won't be good at it, the first thing I would say to you is just to go ahead and try. You can always build on that afterwards. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody does anything perfect. You know, when you do something for the first time, it's an opportunity for you to put yourself out there. Courage will build confidence. How will you know unless you try? And that is what I did. So I'm really pleased with how that Zoom interview went. The next thing was a tedious task in itself, but I'm glad I did it. And that was to clear out my emails. I don't know how I ended up subscribed to all these different places, but they were filling up my inbox at quick speed. So what I did is that I've just been deleting loads of emails from random companies. I have been unsubscribing from companies. It's been a perfect time for me to purge my inbox because it's just too much. I think I cleared out around 2,000 emails so far. One of the things I'm trying to find a balance around, because I do have a newsletter that I send out to those that have subscribed to my company Yumi Empowerment, is getting the balance right between sending emails but not overwhelming people, because I can't stand when I sign up to a company when they send you emails morning, noon and night. I don't even read them after a point because it's just too much, and I end up unsubscribing. So I'm going to try and find a balance with that. At the moment, I send an email newsletter once a month to those that subscribe, but it's something to think about, because if I don't like it, being bombarded with emails all the time, then I know other people probably don't like it either. Another thing I'm excited about is that I have just nearly finished the rough draft of my 3rd book. Once this rough draft is finished, I can leave it for a week or so, go back through and fill it out where I need to fill it out. That part is really the easy part. It's always just getting that rough draft done in the first place that is the hard part. And this quarantine period again has given me that chance to get into that habit, besides the online course and the reading, just to write my book every single day. And it's really been a productive progress. My 3rd book is about going into the unknown, taking courage, doing things, how my journey has been in taking courage. And I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to share this book with you soon. So this has been a really important one for me, being able to spend time with my family. Now, I didn't actually realise how busy our lives were until we had this period together. But we have all been at home. My husband's been working from home. I work from home if I'm not out doing contracts and different things. And my daughter, obviously, the schools are closed, so she's been working at home as well. And it's been nice to connect together. We've been doing things like playing badminton, playing Uno, having a laugh, spending time in each other's company, being more relaxed. It's been beneficial for me and my husband in our marriage. It's been so much benefits of spending time together as a family. And there's things that I've noticed about my husband and daughter that I didn't necessarily notice before. And that is really bad, because when you're busy and your mind is always whirring and you're doing things all the time, it's easy to overlook the little things about your loved ones and little things about yourself. So I feel really blessed that we've all been able to connect together again as a family, you know, and going forward, that's something that I'm not going to let slide. We will continue after this quarantine period to have our time together at the weekends and having dinner together like we have been doing, you know, 3 or 4 times a week at the table, chatting, laughing and doing all that stuff. It's been such a lovely thing to be able to have that time with my family. Another thing for me personally is that I've lost a little bit of weight. I'm so happy about this. I have a target that I want to get to, and I'm going to continue to do it. I think one of the big contributing things for me is that I do a lot of intermittent fasting. I do bike ride and I do exercise. I'm more mindful of what I eat. It was very easy at the beginning of this quarantine lockdown to start to let things slide, you know, with the snacks and the eating when you're not hungry, but I've managed to get on top of it. So that's something that I'm going to continue to do. So these are just some benefits that the quarantine period has brought in my life. Obviously, it's not ideal, but being positive in this time and focusing on the things that I can do has brought so much rewards, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know below in the comment section what are some of the beneficial and positive things you have done during this quarantine lockdown that has really changed your life. I would love to hear from you, and don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you like these videos. So until the next time, take care.